So I just wanted to let all of the women who are suffering from unwanted facial hair know that you are not alone and that you do have some control. So today I'm going to show you how to remove hair from the chin and neck using sugar, which will allow you to do it in your own home and stay on top of it much easier. So the first thing that you want to do is exfoliate. Here I'm using the ORG mineral peel because it's very gentle. This is a gommage. It's physically exfoliating the skin, but it's doing so without any abrasive ingredients, so it doesn't cause any micro tears in the skin. Because remember, the skin on your face is thinner and therefore much more delicate. And I also steam the face, which I would highly recommend for anyone who is also sugaring this area, because what it's going to do is really open up the pores and allow them to release the hair easier. And ideally, you do want to exfoliate maybe a couple of days leading up to this, just to make sure that all of the hair is really free and available for the sugar to grab onto. Or an alternative is something like this, which is an exfoliating pad from Neogen. And on top of the fact that it's using a woven cloth to physically dislodge any dead skin cells on the surface of the skin, the solution that it's soaked in also contains AHAs, which are alpha hydroxy acids, to exfoliate the skin on a deeper level. So this is something that I definitely recommend if you are susceptible to ingrown hairs, and I will also talk more in depth about this product in another video. So now that the skin is cleansed, we are now ready to go into step 2, which is powder. Here I'm using a talc-free baby powder, but if you only have, say, cornstarch, arrowroot powder, rice flour, tapioca flour, all of those are acceptable substitutes for this step. And now we've reached step 3, which is to actually sugar. And you want to pay attention to the direction that the hair is growing in, or should I say the majority, because if you suffer from PCOS like my model, then you'll notice that the hair grows in many different directions. So just start off with the most visible direction and spread the sugar at the opposite angle of the way the hair is growing. So if it's growing down, then you want to apply your sugar going up. And if it's growing up, then you want to apply your sugar going down. Then apply a cloth strip, and I will smooth it in the same direction that I applied the sugar. However, when you're ready to remove it, you want to first pull the skin taut. This is very important because you don't want to cause any bruising. And then I pull the strip in the opposite direction to the way that I applied it, which is the natural direction of the hair growth. As you can see from my strip, I only have patches of hair because A, my model's hair is short, and B, like I mentioned, the hair is growing in many different directions. So it's totally normal for you not to catch everything at once. Fortunately, with sugar, you can go over an area as many times as you need to without really irritating the skin. So still working in the same area, instead of applying the sugar going up towards the nose, I'm going to apply it down towards the throat. And again, this may not catch everything, but don't be concerned. We just want to get rid of the bulk of what we see here. Then we can come back to any stragglers later on. So then I'll move from the chin to the entire jawline and then the neck, going side to side. After that, again, you can go up and down. After we've removed the bulk of the hair by going over the entire surface area, now I can concentrate on those stubborn hairs. I have now directed most of my sugar to just one of my fingers, and I'm using that finger to pinpoint any little hair that I want to remove. As you guys can see here, I'm going over an area where it looks like it's growing in the same direction, but as I pull, I'm actually only grabbing one at a time. And you'll also notice that I'm changing my angle based on which direction I think that the hair is growing in. But if you think that the hair is growing in one direction, then it's okay to go in a completely random direction that you don't think will work. It probably will. And another random reason why your sugar might not be removing the hair is because there might be some moisture or oil on your skin. So you can at any point repowder an area and see if that gives you better results. And no, you don't have to use your fingers for this. As you can see here, I'm still just applying the sugar and using it with strips, and I was still able to grab that one single hair. Now all there's left to do is just cleanse the skin in case you might have any stickiness. It can be removed by just using water. And then I always like to follow up with witch hazel. The last thing to do is just soothe with a nice calming oil, which brings me to another point too. If you also experience any bleeding, it is totally normal. You are not injuring the surface of your skin. It's coming from within the hair follicle. So you can just wipe it away and continue. And if you guys have any questions about follow-up, like what you should be doing post-wax, I am going to be doing a video on it. So look forward to that soon. And if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, of course, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.